Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will take the field first. The inside handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Longo. He lets one fly deep. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Syracuse's offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off the play fake on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Cutler. Get it out on the screen. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused.
He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! Lining up for the PAT. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Syracuse right back at it.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Edwards. Gets it to him on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nobody fooled with the trickeration. It'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Scanning the field, it's Longo. He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Finds his man on the left. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Makes his man miss. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Syracuse right back at it.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Cutler. Got a man.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. A lot of urgency for this offense.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Orange converted and picked up that last 1st down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. Handoff from the gun. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
That is such a nice example of the defense reading and reacting and locating the football on the sweep play. They weren't fooled at all. They knew they were trying to go to the outside. They got leverage, corralled the back, got him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This is going to have to be He gets a hand on it, it's blocked.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quick release by the QB. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see
turning it on? Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Back to throw, it's Cutler. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
The Orange will have to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got an open man. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit.
Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Syracuse right back at it. Looking to pass. It's Cutler. Here's the pressure. And the running back made the catch along the sidelines, but he drifted out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Finds his big tight end. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Defense might bring the house here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Cutler. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it's good from 58 yards out. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. Looking for a man, it's Cutler. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on second down. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
Let's go, let's go.
He's got it on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Cutler. Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball, break out the oxygen tanks. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, UNC. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep...
Off and running. The 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits, in clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Cutler. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Smashes it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Caught behind the line. It's Otis. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but if you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. From the gun, the running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win the...
Lost one deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air, it's Longo. Using the quick game. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
They go right back to him. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Syracuse looked to be in dire straits to start this drive, but now they've got some room to operate. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Syracuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Orange. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Now the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on 3rd. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. 2nd and 2, and 4 receivers spread all over the field. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Longo. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Firing to the right, complete. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really
going for the big play. It's a big stride inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
58, Syracuse, 20.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Orange will have to punt.
Number 11, on to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Dropping back, it's Longo. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired in there, but incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Stands in and takes the hit. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.